Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll take a look into another youngster who's making a name for himself in the NBA. Ja Morant is a 6'3" point guard out of Murray State who was picked second overall by the Memphis Grizzlies. Many didn't know who Ja Morant was until before the draft because he wasn't a huge name coming out of college. Of course, Zion was a huge name in the 2019 NBA draft and everyone knew he was going to be chosen first overall. But what about the second pick? Ja Morant beat out Zion for the Rookie of the Year award, and he was well deserving of it. Today's topic is what NBA legends think of Ja Morant. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more.
Mightily at 30%, and that's produced a 20-point lead right now, although Morant just takes 2 points off that lead. He can make it 3.
Ja Morant helped give the Memphis Grizzlies hope by helping them finish the 2020 season with a 34-39 record. They were only one win away from earning the 8th seed in the playoffs, which is a huge improvement from the past few seasons. So let's check out what some NBA legends and others have to say about Ja Morant.
Love watching Ja Morant. You have been on him since he got into this league. How much do you think now that the Grizz are, they're playing so well around him, are they propping him into this all-star category too?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to the Grizzlies front office for putting together such a nice nucleus of talent that I think in the next, 2 to 5 years is going to be really, really exciting to watch with Ja, Brooks, Jaren Jackson, those guys. I mean, they are fun to watch right now, but given some more experience, they're going to be a problem in the Western Conference. Ja Morant, I'm saying this right now, he's going to be an MVP in this league.
Whoa.
No, he's going to be an MVP in this league, and he's going to be arguably the best player in the game. I am saying that. I'm going on the record to say that right now. I mean, the kid, he's fearless, right? He's fearless. He's such a cerebral player, and although he can score, he loves being a facilitator and making the game easy for his teammates. And that, in a result, these guys are playing great basketball right now. 6-game winning streak. Are we talking? I mean, the talent is extremely young, and look what they're doing right now. So I love what I'm seeing from Ja and the Memphis Grizzlies.
But you put him in the All-Star game?
I'm not going that far yet.
Okay, all right.
The West is deep right now.
I know. I just love that he's going to be an MVP. He's going to be the best player in the league. He's not an All-Star this year.
Well, he's the Rookie of the Year.
I get it. I get it.
So,
not while playing Miss. Chill. He goes to Murray State.
Whoa.
His name is Ja Morant, and his dunks keep making the rounds on Twitter. Last night he was so nice, averaging 23 points on 55% shooting, 10 assists. He's going to be a problem as a pro, right, Scotty?
Yes, he's going to be a huge problem.
Wow.
Athleticism he has, court savvy, speed.
That's going to translate.
Yes.
What's the most impressive Ja since Ja ruled?
Oh, look at Brian.
Score maybe remind some people of Isaiah Thomas. Does he remind you of anybody?
I wish I could jump like that. I mean, his skill level is pretty fascinating, and it definitely will transition to the pros. I mean, he can shoot the basketball. He can go off the bounce. He's a superb athlete. The thing that you question about him, about Zion, about all of them, the top 3 players in the NBA draft, they're all out of the tournament. So the question is, can they win? They'll be great performers, but can you win in the NBA?
I'm glad you brought that up because I remember talking about that the last 2 seasons with Ben Simmons, whose team didn't make the tournament, and with Markelle Fultz, whose team didn't make the tournament. Both of those situations worked out a lot different.
Very quickly, on SportsCenter this morning, I asked you for a comparable because people watch Ja Morant play. They compare him to Russell Westbrook. You told me there's a different player to compare him
Dame Lillard. They both 6'3". They both come from small colleges. They both shoot the 3. They both will dunk on you. And they have an affectionate trait that I love and I've watched this gentleman have for a really long time. They're both dogs. And I appreciate that about them.
Okay, and then
Morant beat out Zion and had the best rookie season. Going into his second season, he's keeping up the high standards, and although the Grizzlies team is young, they're all helping in whatever way possible. Ja may be the headliner, but this young Memphis team is something to keep a lookout for. Let's check out what some more NBA legends have to say about Ja Morant.
To make sense of the production drop after the All-Star break because of the hiatus, because of the bubble as well. But the numbers did dip a little bit, including 30% from three-point range in that period. He was second in the NBA in drive rate to only Derrick Rose. That means he's getting to the rim a lot, and that means defenses are going to start playing him differently as well.
Yeah, they are, Matt, and I think that's the point I was trying to make earlier about watching film. How do you mix it up now by staying to your strength, attacking the defense, getting to the paint, and making sure you get to the free throw line and get those easy buckets there because you've earned them. But to your point, defense will shrink that lane, and they will force you to shoot the mid-range jump shot, or they will force you to shoot more threes. But, Matt, I don't want him to fall in love with the three-point shot or the jump shot like the rest of our great three-point shooters in the point guard position. I want you to figure out somehow, stick to your strengths, but make sure you work on your shot for late-game situations.
Memphis, who picked the Grizzlies to make the playoffs.
Look at that.
And this is for the first half of the season. He's been an all-star. To have that team in playoff contention, if the season ended today, they would be in the playoffs. I would have voted for Ja Morant myself.
And Chuck, be honest, did you know about Ja Morant 2 years ago?
No, nobody knew about him until last year.
That's my point.
So, we get ready for March Madness. We get these packets every week on all the conferences, and they're like, and I tell you a funny story about this kid. This is hilarious, Ernie. Where were we at the playoffs? Milwaukee? Yep. This little kid walks up to me and Ken and say, "Hey, Mr. Smith, Mr. Barker, hey, nice to meet you." And me and Ken said, "Who is that?" Because this dude was so little, and we said, and I said, "I think that's Ja Morant." And I said, "No, he can't."
Like, no, that's not Ja.
And I said, "Ja Morant can't be that little." And we asked somebody, he said, "That's Ja Morant."
I said, "That's Ja Morant."
And I'm like, it was unbelievable. He has been spectacular. I was pulling for him to make the All-Star team. I get some, in Phoenix.
Morant is playing great, right? Ja Morant is excellent. His team is in the playoffs, in the playoff picture. Mm-hmm. That's all well and good. Mm-hmm. Rookies don't usually get voted by coaches because they're going to give it to the people who are incumbents, guys like Russell Westbrook and Damian Lillard. They're going to give it to guys who have been knocking on the door for a while. If you think about Luka Doncic last year, he was amazing. The buzz around him was even bigger than it was around Ja right now. And he wasn't an all-star. So this isn't I hate Memphis, or I hate small markets, or I hate something that you like.
Wait. Can I be the lobster now too?
Yes.
I would say this though. If they continue this run and they could move into a 7 seed before All-Star weekend,
Mac,
he's getting that nod.
Mac, he's not gonna make it. Let me, because if you think about the guards, Luka and Harden are the starters, right? Mm-hmm. Then in the backups, you got Lillard is gonna be there. You got Chris Paul is probably gonna be there because everyone thought Oklahoma City wasn't gonna be great, and they've been doing a great job. You've got Westbrook. You've got, who else am I missing? Donovan Mitchell, because the Jazz, who we're gonna talk about in a second, have been phenomenal, and he's been a big part of that.
Yeah,
it's going to be really, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
Coaches don't, because you know what coaches say? He'll be there next year.
I saw first full game of him yesterday and was very impressed. What have you thought of him thus far?
Well, one thing for sure, he's an entertainer. He's out there playing playground-style basketball in NBA sets. Right? It's very exciting to watch. But for the most part, I like his tenacity, his fiery for the game. I like how I went to the game just last week, and I saw he's interacting with his team. He's keeping them engaged, keeping them, motivated to play throughout the game. So show veteran signs of veteran poise, and that's good for a young guy. You could tell he's going to only get better.
They just showed you on the screen.
Yeah, and I enjoyed that game. I actually left early because I saw a play down the stretch where inexperience came out, and I like to see this team just have fun, not looking for them to be playing in June.
Wait, you got so upset at watching the play be executed poorly, you had to leave the building?
Just on the defensive side of things. I saw a play where a guy could have possibly switched, and they didn't do it, and I just saw that they need more veteran guys.
So can Memphis make a playoff run this season? The future is looking quite promising for the young team, but we'll have to wait and see how the rest of the season plays out. Thanks for tuning in to watch today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.